So I have no clue if this footage is going to be puns. But basically, I am sick. It might not sound like it. All of yesterday, we just filmed my evening routine in the weekly vlog. Yesterday, I had this cough, and it kept feeling like something was in my throat. I had a runny nose, and I had congestion a little bit. And it constantly felt like something was in my throat, and I constantly had to keep clearing it. I thought immediately that it could be a sickness, because I was like, this is not normal for me. On my Tumblr, I talked about an incident. I thought I was getting sick, and it turned out to be congestion for 5 hours. I don't know what happened, and I don't know why. I thought this was the same situation, until I realized it was like 8 to 9 p.m. at night, even 1 a.m., and it still hadn't gone away.
Really?
It was 1 a.m. and it didn't go away, so I was like, please tell me I'm not getting sick. I pray to God I'm not getting sick. I woke up this morning and my voice was a lot worse than it is now, but I'll just give you the rundown. I have acute viral laryngitis. Doesn't that sound fun? What we suspected is I had a cold yesterday, so March 21st, but then it quickly turned an acute viral laryngitis, which is your voice box, and it's an inflammation of the vocal cords. And I do not have a runny nose, I do not have a headache, I do not have a fever. My congestion went away so fast, like it is no longer in my upper airway or my nose, it is now in my voice box. But I do know that I got sick on March 21st now. I didn't know it then, but I do know now. It's kind of like the debilitating part of a cold, because it makes your voice weird, it makes you lose your voice most of the time. So I'm basically in the stage where 1 hour I could sound horrible, and then 2 hours later I'm good and I kind of sound like normal. But I do have sore throat pain around this area, and it kind of goes up. It is nowhere near in the upper throat, it is only kind of down. I have a constant cough, sore throat. So short rundown, I am sick. And so this means we have to adjust my night routine. Here's the rundown. I'm sick. I had a cold March 21st that quickly turned into acute laryngitis, or acute viral laryngitis. Normally, I feel fine and don't have too many issues, but I do have extra phlegm, I do have a sore throat, and whenever I do cough or swallow or anything, my throat is a little bit painful. That is the update. Yay, extra breathing shit! This is all the breathing stuff that I do in one day. So this is the suctioning, the vest, the nebulizers, everything I do breathing-wise in one singular day. This is not my night routine. This is my sick routine without all the extra medications, without the wait shifts, without everything. So I will be nebulizing albuterol for 15 entire minutes. I'm currently on my albuterol nebulizer. I'm now on my hypertonic saline neb now. And I will do this nebulizer for about 15 minutes. I'm all done with my saline neb. Now I'm nebulizing Pulmicort now. I'm now on my Pulmazyme nebulizer now. I'm all done with my nebulizer now. I'm on my vest now. This is the standard time that I am on. No, actually no, it's not standard time because I normally don't do that many nebulizers. And while I'm on my vest, I wanted to talk about the new Mega Shine state. So there is a new site coming in the very, very soon, March 25th. The set is called Mega Shine, and in my opinion, it very, very much resembles Shining Beverly, an old previous set that came out around April to late March. And if you don't know, I'm very excited for this set. I'm super excited for this set. It very much resembles Shining Beverly, which, if you don't know, I'm trying to completely master that set as a free-to-play player with just free packs. I haven't spent an hourglass on it besides the first day of release, which is very common for me. And I really want to challenge myself. I really want to try to master this set as well, the new one to me looking like. And it also has a shiny Charizard. Something I'm very, very, very excited for. I could be biased. I love Charizard, and I just love the shiny Charizard. I know there are enough Charizards in the game, but something about this one, I really want to give this one. It just really resembles Shining Beverly, and I really want to set myself up to the challenge of trying to complete it, trying to get it, and trying to master it. Right now, I have pretty good progress made in Shining Beverly. I believe I have 1,325 pack points into Shining Beverly so far. My bottom of my set is looking very huge. Very good. I have a lot of rainbows. No, not really. I have a lot of 2 stars. I have a lot of the shinies now, which I'm very happy about. And I believe I am missing 15 cards for the Shining Beverly after almost an entire year of trying to do this singular challenge. So yeah, that's my update. I'm on my best, and I cannot wait for this new set. And my best session lasts about 30 minutes. Alrighty, after 30 whole minutes, my vest is usually kind of still coating, but then it will slowly do the process of just naturally running down. You don't have to press a button, it'll just naturally do it. And now my entire vest treatment is pretty much done. The vest naturally stops on its own, so I'm all done with my vest treatment. No buttons to push or anything, so we just basically kind of take off the vest. That is my entire chest percussion vest therapy. We are now doing an extra albuterol inhaler. Nebulizer. Extra albuterol. 4, 5, 6.
But I guess you come on vacation. I've always
At 3 p.m. I would typically be doing frog breathing, but because I'm sick, we have to preserve as much energy as possible, so I typically just skip my frog breathing. I do my hypertonic saline neb for 15 entire minutes. Duck is done with her entire nebulizer of hypertonic saline. It did get a little bit more phlegm up, so we're just going to suction her now. We'd usually suction her after her vest, but since she coughed up some phlegm, we will basically just suction her. And then we put her on her vest now. Okay, so now I'm on my vest, and this treatment will only last 15 minutes because it is just to make sure that all the mucus in my chest actually gets out. So yeah, that's why I do 15 minutes instead of my regular 30 minutes of vest, so yeah. Okay, so I'm all done with my vest now. I am now nebulizing albuterol for 15 entire minutes now. So we are now nebulizing my Pulmicort. This also takes 15 minutes as well. I am now on my saline nebulizer. This will also take 15 minutes to fully complete. Alright, so this vest session for Doc will last 30 entire minutes now. So we decided to keep Doc in the living room for tonight so we can keep an eye out for her. Our ventilator is malfunctioning while we are all sick, and right now it seems to be running pretty smoothly. Only a minute ago it wasn't. It was hardly running to one speed and then it just stopped, which isn't normal for our ventilator unit to do after only a month. This isn't normal for our ventilator device to do. I am still sick, and the fact that the ventilator just shuts off is so fun.
Okay.
Today I wanted to talk about our hit recap and what luck we got in the new Mega Shine set. So Mega Shine was a set that came out on Pokemon Pocket on March 25th, so I decided to open 60 packs worth of Mega Shine. To make this quick, we will be showing you what I got in the tin pool instead of explaining everything thoroughly. So what I got in the first tin pool was this. And what I got in the second tin pool was this. What I got in the third tin pool was this. And what I got in the fourth tin pool was this. And what I got in the fifth tin pool was this. And finally, the last sixth one, I got this. What shocked me the most was I got the Mew Immersive. I was super shocked that it was a shiny Mew because they've never done that in the game. They've never given a shiny Pokemon an immersive variant. I did not show the arts in the recap, but here are the both immersive arts. That was my entire Mega Shine opening. As for a few days out, unfortunately I haven't got lucky in my free packs. And today we will be showing you my night routine, my normal night routine. So please know, obviously I'm still sick, you can hear it in my voice. Let's move on to my night schedule. It is now the morning, but this is basically what we do in the other hours of the night. That is my entire night routine, and that will be the end of the weekly vlog. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.